I'm sure you're well aware of the 2014 World Cup story, where Kevin Prince Boateng and Sule Ali Muntari were kicked out of the camp of the Black Stars after altercations with the management committee members of the Ghana Football Association at the time. Ghana lost their final group game, and that meant elimination from the World Cup. Well, Kevin Prince Boateng has recalled that incident. Speaking in an interview with 5, Rio Ferdinand and his friends, he talked about the whole incident, what he was expected to do, and how he felt at the time, how he feels now, looking at the Ghana football and everything in between. We'll look at that story and his reaction to it here today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. That was the last time we saw Kevin Prince Boateng ever playing for the Ghana Black Stars. But before I delve into it, be sure to purchase our merch. Links are in the description. I'll pin it as the first comment here. Sahara Football merch goes a long way to help us bring you more amazing content, especially with the African Cup of Nations coming up. We need your support to get there and bring you the best coverage. If you want to also make donations to our cause, give us an email and we'll be happy to hear you out on how you want to support us make that journey possible to AFCON 2024. We'll delve right into it, and Kevin Prince Boateng 2014 World Cup, it's all been there. He talked about, we've all heard the story. He talks about it here extensively in this no bars held conversation with Rio Ferdinand and his friends on their podcast. Kevin Prince Boateng, in this short video I'm going to show to you right now, details how at the time players did not stand up for him and Sule Muntari, how he got the information from a journalist friend who had to phone him. He got the letter being slipped under his hotel door, had to check it, and it was true. He had been sacked from the national team. And why? Well, he confronted match officials about officials of the FA about the lack of investment in football and also not paying the players their monies. Still problems we still have right now. Investment in Ghana football is not forthcoming, and at the time the narrative was that Kevin Prince Boateng disrespected Coach Kwesi Appiah. And in Coach Kwesi Appiah's book, Leaders Do Not Have to Yell, he alluded to the fact that Kevin Prince Boateng was muttering words under his breath towards him, and he felt he could not work with him. Why was the narrative that instead? Why is Kevin singing a different tune here? Well, I've said enough. Let's have a listen to Kevin Prince Boateng narrating the incident, comparing it to what is currently happening with England youngster Jadon Sancho, and if he would have apologized in hindsight now.
I got kicked out from the national team and from Schalke in the same season.
So why'd you get kicked out of Ghana?
Because I spoke with the president about payments and organization, so I criticized them.
Publicly?
No, in front of them.
Okay.
Like, we had a meeting and I criticized them and I said they can't treat us like that because we know how much money they make and they should invest in the organization and give the player the money they deserve. So they didn't like that. They kicked me out.
Sometimes when you speak the truth, huh?
Yeah, you know, it's like, and they put a letter under my door.
Oh.
I took the letter and, no, you know what? It was 6 in the morning at the World Cup 2014 in Brazil. They kicked me out.
No.
At the World Cup. And the day we played Portugal, in the morning, 6 in the morning, they put a letter under my door. I take that letter, I just put it away. I went back to sleep. My phone starts ringing from Germany, a friend of mine, a journalist. And it's like, yeah, what's up? Hey, what's wrong? I said, nothing. You got kicked out, no?
Wow.
I said, what?
That is.
And the letter's still over there.
No, bro. And I tell him, I'm telling him, he's like, nah, I'm not kicked out. What you mean? He said, yes, everywhere in the news here, they called us. So I said, give me 1 second. I put down the phone, I take the letter, and then it says, you're out. I said, yeah, I'm kicked out. I called them back, I said, yeah, they kicked me out. Yeah, they kicked me out. They said, leave the hotel in 15 minutes and give like your card back and everything. And I was like, wow.
What game was this in the World Cup?
Was the 3rd game in the group stage. So if we win, we go through. We lose, we go out.
When was the meeting before this? The night before?
The day before. The night before. So me and Muntari arguing with the president. So I come out of my room, I go knock on the door, I said, Sule. He said, yeah, me too.
No.
They kicked us both out at the game day.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. So did any of the other players speak up or?
No one.
This is the shit I don't like. You know, when you're going out and rolling your sleeves up with your teammates, yeah, and you're doing something together, and one of your guys is getting like suppressed or treated a
But
bad
I
way.
was even fighting for the team, you know. I didn't
Something,
fight for
not for
myself.
yourself.
No one.
Wow.
Swear it down.
Get Gary
So you're
Neville
just
on the
so
Yeah.
they just
Did you speak to anyone? Did you any of your
Yeah, I
teammates?
saw
like,
them going out with my luggage. Like worst moment, bro. You just walk away from the World Cup with your luggage, and Mutari in the back. Oh, I'll kill everybody. So we're walking out, and the guy's like, "Oh, bro, I'm so sorry." And they're like, "Should we talk to them?" I said, "Bro, if you want to talk to them, you spoke to them already."
Yeah,
And I said, "A real team would say we're all not playing.
Yeah.
They're staying. Even if you don't play us, just keep us on the bench.
Yeah.
Don't make a big fuzz around it, you know." Yeah, they kicked us out, so we left and went to our families.
On match day as well.
Match
if,
day.
If the team would have said, "Pff, you ain't
they
treating them
would've-
like that."
Exactly.
You're in.
yeah, they could, yeah.
How are you with the Ghana FA now?
We're okay.
Yeah.
They wanted me to apologize. I don't know for what, and I want them to apologize. So both sides don't apologize. But the country is beautiful. Bro. They love football, so I can't speak bad about them. You know, it's like some people who weren't on the right level.
Bloody, it's like a Sancho thing, isn't
I was
it?
gonna
Want you
say-
to apologise, you to apologise.
Yeah,
Mad.
yeah. I was too proud. You know, I was like, I'm not gonna apologize. I didn't do anything.
Or if you're not in the wrong,
Yeah, I wasn't in the wrong. Like I really, this was maybe the first time in my career where I wasn't in the wrong. You know, but it is what it is.
Do you think, looking back now retrospectively, because maybe Sancho thinks he wasn't in the wrong, right? Do you look now and think, well, maybe you should have for the greater good of you doing? Do you think that?
Definitely. Just sit down, say sorry, say I don't know what did wrong, and then just say how can we do it better, or we just separate ways, but in a good way, you know, in a respectful way. Like all this media stuff from the back, no one talks. It's just bad. It's just bad. You take that with you, you know, in the future. You take all that. Like Sancho, if I would be him, I would just sit down with the coach, with the owner, just sit down and say, guys, what can I do better? Is there a possibility that I have the chance to play in this club again or not? But I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to talk to the press before I talk to you. Let's talk, you, me, and you know, just talk. And then the coach can tell him, you're not doing enough. I need this more. And then you can tell him as well, yeah, but I think I do. Like you can talk like that on a respectful level, and then you just sort it out.
Yeah, so you heard everything there, quite a lengthy one there. But Kevin Prince Boateng essentially saying that at the time he was quite proud. He did not want to apologize. They wanted him to apologize, but he feels that he did not do anything wrong. He actually feels the FA did something wrong. But there was still a back and forth between the two parties, and it did not have a reconciliation. He still had love for Ghana football. He still enjoys the Ghana football people because they love the game and they support the players. Probably a few bad nuts at the helm of affairs, and we still have that niggling problem. Why was the narrative being made to sound like Kevin Prince Boateng did not respect or was cursing under the lips, as Kwesi Appiah said in his autobiography? Leaders don't have to yell. Why was that the narrative that was being spun around? And Kevin Prince Boateng was surprised mostly because his teammates, none of them stood up for him. None of them said, we will not play, let these guys stay, why are you sacking them? But he was fighting for them. It's quite unfortunate, but that is the scenario that he has painted here. We have heard other sides of the story, and we heard this one too. It's quite varied in that respect, but it's unfortunate that we had that incident happening at the time. 2014 World Cup was a World Cup in which Ghana could have done a lot of things, but it did not happen, and Portugal knocked us out. We will also knock them out. Despite them winning, they also got knocked out. But that was Kevin Prince Boateng narrating his end, his part of the story. Let me know what you think in the comments box. Were you surprised by that? Did you know these details? Were you surprised the other players did not also stand up for him? Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great weekend.